Hi guys! Welcome to our channel. For today's video, we're going to tackle about the business ethics and social responsibilities. So let's get started in 3, 2, 1.
Ethics is a new set of principles that can be used by answering questions of right and wrong. It is also defined as the study of general nature of morals and of the moral choices made by individuals to their relationship with others.
Business ethics are the moral principles that act as guidance for the way a business conducts itself or its transaction. The same principle that determine an individual's action will also apply to the business.
Social responsibility, like ethics, means distinguishing right from wrong and doing right.
CSR, or corporate social responsibility, is a management's obligations to make choices and take actions that will contribute to the welfare and interests of society as well as the organization.
Relativism is the position that all points of view are equally valid and the individual determines what is true and relative for them. Relativism arises that truth is different for different people, not simply that different people believe different things to be true. While there are relativists in science and mathematics, ethical relativism is the most common variety of relativism.
For me, owners, entrepreneurs, and managers should do their best to their business.
A business is an organization or economic system where goods and services are exchanged for one another or for money. Every business requires some form of investment and enough customers to whom its output can be sold on an consistent basis in order to make a profit. A business, also known as an enterprise, agency, or a firm, is an entity involved in the provision of goods and or services to consumers.
So hi guys, I'm going to present to you 5 forms of business organizations, and these are the sole proprietorship, the partnership, the corporation, the limited liability company, and the cooperative.
Sole proprietorship, also known as a sole trader, is the simplest form of the business organization. It is owned by one person and operates for their benefit. The owner might operate the business alone or with other people.
Partnership, two or more people who share ownership in a single business. 3 types of partnership: general partnership, limited partnership, and partnership with limited liability and joint venture.
Corporation. A corporation is a body formed and authorized by law to act as a single person, although constituted by one or more persons and legally endowed with various rights and duties, including the capacity of succession. Corporation may be in the form of private and public corporation.
Limited liability corporation. Limited liability corporation is a limited liability company. This business structure provides protection to the owner's personal assets from financial liability, and it provides protection against personal liabilities.
Cooperative is involving a mutual assistance in working toward a common goal.
The advantage of sole proprietorship is its easiest and least expensive form of ownership. Disadvantage of sole proprietorship is it has unlimited liability and are legally responsible for all debts against the business. Advantage of partnership, it is easy to establish and ability to raise funds may be increased. Disadvantage of partnership, the partners are jointly and individually liable for the actions of the other partners. The advantage of corporation, shareholders have limited liability for the corporation debts or judgments against the corporation. Disadvantage of corporation is it requires more time and more money. Advantage of cooperative, it is an easy formation and it has a limited liability. While the disadvantage of cooperative is its lack of secrecy and lack of business acumen. The advantage of limited liability company is it passes through taxation and it has no restriction on the number of members allowed. While the disadvantage of limited liability company is is it is more expensive to form than sole proprietorship and general partnership.
There are four basic classifications of businesses: service businesses, merchandising businesses, manufacturing businesses, hybrid businesses.
Here are some examples of service-type businesses: business plan consulting, packing and unpacking service, business travel management, hospital bill auditing, long-distance reselling, and tutoring.
So guys, do you know what is merchandising businesses? These type of merchandising businesses are known as buy and sell. They make a profit by selling the products at prices higher than their purchase cost. Examples are grocery stores, convenience stores, distributors, and other resellers. Retailers and distributors is one of the examples of merchandising business. It acts as a middleman and get goods produced by manufacturers. They make their profit by marking up their prices. Most stores and company catalog are distributors and retailers.
A manufacturing business buys products to use them as materials in making a new product. Agriculture and mining business produce raw materials. Manufacturers produce products. Real estate business sell, rent, and develop properties. Information businesses generate profits.
Hybrid business. Hybrid business are companies that may be classified into two or more business types. For example, a restaurant. A restaurant can combine an ingredients to make fine meals. It is a manufacturing. It also sells a cold wine or bottle, merchandising, and it also fills a customer service. It's a service.
Why start a business?
Starting a business can sometimes be good because you will earn money by selling products as much as possible. Starting a business at first will challenge you because you will not know whether your business will earn or lose money. Simply saying that business are for the ones who are the risk takers.
There are 20 reasons why people start their own business. 1 is to make money and have financial independence. 2 is to be your own boss. 3 is to self-actualize or fulfill your own interest and enjoyment. 4 is to make dreams come true. And 5 is to use your skills and knowledge for yourself.
6 to have second career. 7 to have variety at work. 8 to create opportunity. 9 to employ relative, friends, community, and members. 10 to take up a challenge.
11 to come up with better ways to create, to innovate. 12 to be efficient at work. 13 to set and meet own deadlines. 14 to avoid commuting. 15 to create a customer.
Awful values. 17 to have more life, more freedom. Number 18 to solve problems.
19 to move society, to change the world, to make the world better. Number 20 to build our future.
Core principles in business operation: decorum, protocol, policies, advertising, marketing, and bookkeeping. Reportorial requirements, documentation, and why is the code of ethics important?
Fairness refers to the level of even-handedness in dispersing justice, whereby claims are recognized in the order of their legal and contractual priority. Justice, giving each person what he or she deserves. Kinds of justice: distributive justice, retributive or corrective justice, compensatory justice.
Accountability is the condition of being accountable. Corporate accountability is the ability of those affected by a corporation to hold corporations to account for their operations.
Transparency is an individual being honest with the action he or she is taking. Corporate transparency is the amount of financial and corporate information to which the public has access.
Stewardship is an ethic that embodies the responsible planning and management of resources. The benefits are: first, enhanced reputation and goodwill. Second, reduced risk and cost. Third, protection from their own employees and agents. Fourth, stronger competitive position. Fifth, expanded access to capital, credit, and foreign investment.
6. Increased profits. 7. Sustained long-term growth. And 8. International respect for enterprises of emerging markets.
The core principles in business operation. Decorum, protocol, policies, marketing, advertising, bookkeeping, portfolio requirements, and documentation.
An individual exhibits politeness and decorum is often rewarded within success of his chosen fields. Business etiquette is not knowing what to discuss during a business dinner or how to address colleagues. It is a way of presenting oneself in such a way that he will be taken seriously.
Everything from behavior and dress to task execution is defined under business. The purpose of business protocol is to encourage all employees in a company to act in a uniform manner, and that is the basic of protocol. A business provides business protocol and etiquette training for its employees is considered training in protocol. Business protocol helps present uniform, professional face to the public and partners and donors, and that is the benefits of protocol.
We have 6 business policies. Number 1, effective, be specific, definite. Number 2, clear, must be ambiguous. Number 3, reliable or uniform, must be uniform enough. Number 4, appropriate, present, organized, goal. Number 5, simple, should be simple and easily understood. Number 6, inclusive or comprehensive, have a wide scope.
Advertising is a marketing tactic involving paying for space or promoting and product service. The actual promotional message are called advertisement or ads for short. The goal of advertising is to reach people most likely to be willing to pay a company product or service and entice them. Marketing is the study and management of exchange relationships. Marketing is the business process of creating relationships with and satisfying customers. Bookkeeping is the recording of financial transactions and is part of the process of accounting in business. The transactions that includes are purchases, sales, receipts, and payments by an individual person or an organization or corporation.
A code of ethics is important because it clearly lays out the rules for behavior and provides the groundwork for a preemptive warning. Regardless of size, businesses count on their management staff to set a standard of ethical conduct for another employees to follow.
Classical philosophies and their implications for business principles and practices. Hi, and I'm here to answer the question, what is philosophy of business? So philosophy of business considers the fundamental principles that underlie the formation and operation of a business enterprise, the nature and purpose of a business, and moral obligations that pertains to it. Although it is closely related to business ethics and political economy, it is different because it is more on the academic philosophies, meaning the way of doing business.
In entrepreneurial learning, the Socratic methods provides focus through clarity of purpose to examine values, principles, and beliefs. Second, the use of Socratic methods to develop, reinforce an entrepreneurial mindset. Socratic methods better used to demonstrate complexity, difficulty, and uncertainty than to eliciting facts about the world.
All Aristotle says that virtue and wisdom will definitely elude leaders who fail to exchange in ethical analysis of their actions. He tells us that the bottom line of ethics depends on asking clear questions.
Immanuel Kant said, act only according to that maxim by which you can. At the same time, will that it should become universal law. He introduced 3 maxims. First, an action can only be considered as ethically correct if it can be accepted or made into a universal law. Second, a person should be treated as an end, not a means to achieve an end. Last, each individual should act as a member of an ideal kingdom where he or she, both the ruler and the subject at the same time.
Utilitarianism, proposed by 2 philosophers, John Mill and Jeremy Bentham. It revolves around the concept of the ends justifies the means. It is believed that the outcomes as a result of an action have a greater value compared to the latter.
Judaism, Christianity, Islam, Hinduism, Buddhism, Confucianism, Taoism, and Shintoism are the world's 8 major religions. Each has its own organized system of beliefs, ceremonies, and worship, and each offers prescriptions for the positive behavior in both life and business. Understanding the world's religious approach, business ethic, encourages tolerance and understanding.
And lastly, understanding how the world religious approach. Business ethics encourage tolerance and understanding. According to Milk 2006, a deeper knowledge of religious business ethics might bring about a better understanding of people worldwide. It can also facilitate a more intense dialogue between different religions and between a religious and philosophical approach.
Philippine value system includes our own unique assemblage of consistent ideologies, moral codes, ethical practices, etiquette, and cultural and personal values that are promoted by our society. As a general description, the distinct value system of Filipinos is rooted primarily in personal alliance system, especially those based on kinship, obligation, friendship, religion, particularly Christianity, and commercial relationships.
The 7 Filipino value system are filial piety, utang na loob, padrino, suki, mañana habit, amor propio, and bahala na.
Filipino family values are hospitality, humor, adaptability, and creativity, resilience, resourcefulness, and the ability to survive. Faith and religiosity, hard work, and industry.
The 6 negative Filipino traits are bribery and corruption, double standards, general disregard for rules, pagtatakpan, gossiping, and lingas kugun.
The Filipino value system represents a set of values that majority of the Filipino have historically held important in their lives. The effects in the attitude of business constituents is that they have their own unique assemblage of consistent ideologies, moral codes, and etc. that are promoted by their society.
Ever since the day that you went away,
Guys, that's all for